Welcome back, everybody.
Hello.
Now, today we have with us now, I'm sorry, what is your name again?
Sonia Jackson.
Sonia Jackson. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Excited you're here.
I'm so excited to be here too. Thank you so much.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about why you're here and the Full Circle Theater Group?
Sure. I'm here because we are welcome and happy to have a new theater group in Fresno. It's actually going to be downtown Fresno, and it's called the Full Circle Theater. And our location is actually at the Full Circle Brewing Company, which some of you may know is a local wine and beer brewery that we have downtown, and it's a great venue. So we're really excited to be able to bring some theater to the space and more theater to Fresno.
Yes.
Fresno definitely needs more theater.
Yes, there's never enough.
Oh, no. There can never be enough theater. Okay. So, let's see here.
You guys are starting auditions today for your upcoming show, the first show of the group, 5th of July by Lanford Wilson.
That's right. And this will be our premiere production, so our maiden voyage out of the gate, as it were. And we are going to be performing the 5th of July by Lanford Wilson, as you said, Ashley. And this is actually one of Lanford Wilson's premier plays, although all of his stuff is fantastic. This one is particularly touted as one of his most interesting and poignant plays. He takes on some very deep interpersonal relationships, as well as family relationships, and a whole lot of humor as well. Now, some of you may have heard that Lanford Wilson recently passed away, and we were terribly disappointed to hear that, but we had actually chosen the play before he passed, and we're extremely honored to be able to be bringing something of his work to Fresno shortly after his passing, and maybe help enlighten people of who Lanford Wilson was, while we also bring them to know the Full Circle Theater Group. Mm-hmm. And as you mentioned, this evening today at 6 o'clock, we will be having auditions for our first production. So anybody who's out there, we would love to have you. There's no required prepared monologue. We're going to have cold readings from the script. It'll be from 6 to 10 tonight at Full Circle Brewery, which is at 620 F Street downtown. And if you Google that, there's really easy driving directions. It's like minutes away from anywhere else you go in the tower. So it's not too far out of the way.
How exciting. Now, talking earlier, you mentioned you want to do more than just the performances with your theater group.
That's right. Our theater group, Full Circle Theater, we have a huge vision. And we're actually going to need a large number of our community members, hello out there, to come and help us manifest that vision. So we won't be doing just plays, which of course we will several times a year, and we're going to be bringing in plays from out of town. We're in cahoots right now with a New York City one-man production that has been very successful, and they're very interested in bringing it to New York, or bring it to Fresno from New York. And so we'll be doing various forms of play productions, but we'll also be having improv groups to help people study their craft, playful groups, things of that nature that are fun and informative to the performers. But in addition to that, we'll be having seminars and lecture series from professionals in the business that are here to kind of pay it forward, to share with the up and coming in this town and in the Central Valley in total, how to take that next step forward. After you study, after you do college, what do you do then? And what's the real way to get into the real world? We have Oscar award-winning film editors that will be coming in. We have New York City playwrights. We have Los Angeles casting directors. So we have a huge number of people all over the country that are also excited to help us raise awareness and promote more theater and art in the world in general. And we would particularly like to reach out to the non-Fresno San Joaquin Valley performers and stagehands, designers, techs, etc., because we don't want this to be just a Fresno theater. We want it to be a Valley theater. We'll be looking, like I said, for all aspects of performance facilitators, so sound guys, costumers, you name it, directors. But one of the most exciting things we'd like to promote is that we're going to be looking for local playwrights and produce some local work too. So if you have any interest in any of the above things that we've mentioned, or you have ideas, suggestions, something that you don't think we're on top of that might be worth looking into, contact us, because we're open. We're here to collaborate with fellow artists on every level, and we want to work with anybody else who feels the same way.
It's exciting. It's good to have something new. And, just leaving Fresno State, I kind of had the idea of, okay, where am I going to perform? What am I going to do? But
what do I do next with all these skills?
And it's exciting to have, the fact that there's so many companies out there now to where we actually have a choice of what we want to audition for. Mm-hmm. And then you sit there and you're like,
it's getting difficult because we actually have so many options.
Isn't it a terrible fate to have to be able to choose who you're going to work with?
Oh. It's exciting.
I would have paid money to have that happen to me when I was going to school at Fresno State. I think it's interesting, too, maybe I should make a note, that the main core of our theater group are all local Fresno people who have moved away and explored their craft in other avenues. I went to New York City. Our managing director went to Los Angeles. Our community outreach person went to Seattle. We have a new person on board. She's wanting to come on. It's not official yet. She's been working in the New York and Los Angeles theater companies, but we're all Fresno natives, born and raised. We were educated here, we were raised here, and now as adults we have come back from our personal explorations, and we've come back to grow a bigger, stronger, more enlightened artistic community in this area, and we want everybody to join us that's interested.
Well, you definitely piqued my interest. I'm definitely planning on finishing the 3-act play that's been sitting on my computer for the past 3 years.
There you go.
Get on it. Get on it. We want to create a venue that's open and nurturing and creative and welcoming and growing, learning from each other, young and old alike. We're not just looking for college students. We're looking for everyone in the community. We think we're probably going to pique some interest in the literary and English and sociology communities in the town as well, because of the subject matter that's covered in the Langford Wilson play specifically, and the fact that he just passed. So it's kind of a backwards thing that he did for us. He passed away and we don't get any more of his new works, but he also gave us at Full Circle Theater Group a nice little going away gift to say, my name's in the paper now, and so maybe that'll help you guys. We don't think Wilson went out of his way to do this for us, although it would have been nice if he did. But it is a pleasant little sideline,
right.
That helps bring some awareness to the name.
So you do have a Facebook page.
We do. We have a Facebook page, and it's Full Circle Theater Group. And from that page, you can, if you like us on that page, we will be contacting and sending out further information about auditions, upcoming productions, as well as the study classes we've talked about, improv groups, etc., readers theater. That's the way to stay informed with us right now, is through our Facebook page. And you can also, there's a link there to our audition page that is tonight from 6 to 10, and it has all the information on there as well.
Great. And
we have an email, let me add too. Yeah. We have an email. If you don't have Facebook and you don't want to have Facebook, I know they're rare, but there are people out there that aren't Facebook fans.
What?
So, yes, it's shocking, I know.
Speaking of Facebook.
Thank you. But yes, if you go to Full Circle Theater Group at gmail.com, that's our email, and you can certainly reach us there with any information.
Very good. So in case, you may not be interested in auditioning this evening, but you want to see the show, we'll plug it again. The performances are June 2nd through the 12th.
That's correct. June 2nd through the 12th.
And we'll have that. You can find them there, of course, on their Facebook and through their email if you have any of their questions. But we'll definitely be promoting it and getting ready for it. I'm excited to see it.
Thank you.
It's so great. It's going to be so much fun. The show is amazing. I'm sure you're going to find an amazing cast from the very talented group of people we have here in the Central Valley.
Yes.
So it's going to be exciting. Anything
Yes.
else, Jason, that you can think of?
I'm just amazed. I mean, the fact that all this is happening in such a short relative time is
Yes.
wonderful. And the fact that, of course, the performance just happens to be right, and my birthday's right in the middle of it.
So is
basically.
mine.
June 6th.
June
So-
7th.
Oh, hey!
Gemini.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Explains so much, doesn't it, folks? But the fact that, since it's right there, I get to see it as a birthday gift.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
The
That's
big
right.
3-0, finally get to actually see theater.
I should actually add one other little thing about when we're talking about performance coming up in June. We're in cahoots. It's not 100% finalized yet, but we are in cahoots with some local vendors who are mobile gourmet food providers. I don't want to mention their names yet just because we haven't solidified and I don't want to put them on the spot, but we will be offering food at the theater because the theater doesn't, it's a bar, but they don't fix food there. But we'll have catering services available for gourmet foods that are mobile, and when it comes time to purchase your ticket for the show, you'll be able to choose what night you want to come on based on what food offering we'll have for that night. And you can purchase a group ticket including your food and you'll get a discount. So we're trying to make like a very casual version of a dinner theater and make it very affordable to everyone. We don't want to exclude anyone. And we're also looking for anybody who is kind enough in their heart and driven enough in their soul to support us in the form of patrons and donations. So anything that you might feel driven to do there, we'd be happy to discuss with you as well.
Well, definitely a lot of information out there.
Yeah.
And we're so glad to have you on and for you to come talk with us about it. Now, last but not least, we want to remind you, everybody, Facebook page,
Yes.
just Full Circle Theater Group.
Yes.
Or fullcircletheatergroup@gmail.com. You can contact them, find out about any of the information you need if you have a problem with it. And the auditions are where again?
The auditions are at Full Circle Brewing Company at 620 F Street in downtown Fresno in the historic Chinatown area of the downtown Fresno Cultural Arts.
Tonight at 6, right?
Tonight at 6, from 6 to 10. If you can't get there right at 6 on the nose, don't worry. Come when you can. We'll be there till 10 o'clock, and we'd love to see you.
All right. Well, we've got to go to commercial break, but stay tuned, everybody. We've got another great guest for you, and
Thank
hope
you
the
so
auditions go
much,
well.
CVT. We really love that you're here. Thank you
We
so
love that
much for
you're
helping
here.
us. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks.